Well, we got to do the offensive coordinator thing again. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And tonight I'm going to talk about, man, Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore has officially taken the head coaching job of the New Orleans Saints, man. And Philadelphia Eagles, man, we back in the business for trying to get another offensive coordinator. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dollar on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, that information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, man. Yeah, man. First, I want to say, man, though we only had him for 1 year, one magnificent year, I want to tip my hat and say thank you to Kellen Moore, man. For getting us to this point, man, Super Bowl champions. And I know some people could sit up here and be like, well, look what he had to work with. Well, I mean, Brian Johnson, all due respect to him, I mean, we didn't have Saquon, but he had a lot to work with offensively too, and the offense was pretty damn stagnant. Um, Especially coming in, there was a lot of Cowboys fans, before the season, basically coming on my channel and telling me how Kellen Moore sucked and that the Eagles wasn't going nowhere with Kellen Moore because all he wants to do is pass, 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 pass. And look, the first 4 weeks, it kind of was like that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But, after that bye week, man, the offense just found its identity. And we started running the ball. We became a very, very, physical downhill running team. And of course, we know Saquon Barkley, man, had over 2,000 yards, was the best back in the league. And Kellen Moore did a good job, man. He really did a good job. Especially in the Super Bowl, whenever Kansas City took the running game away, he still was able to dial up some good plays, man. So I wish him well, man. I wish him well as long as it's not at the expense of the Eagles, Obviously I know me being from Louisiana, my dad is a big Saints fan. I know a lot of other Saints fans and from the most part, they good with it. They cool with the hire. And we're gonna see what happens. Obviously, he's never been a head coach before. Um, and the Saints do got a little bit of a sticky situation. They do got a salary cap problems and an aging roster and stuff like that. But and a GM that I know, and Mickey Lewis that I know, most of the Saints fan base can't stand, and quite honestly has done a really bad job of late. But you got to be patient, man. Give the man time, for the situation to get better. And then see what he does, man. I'm assuming he's gonna take Doug Nussmeier with him, as an offensive coordinator. Though Kellen Moore's gonna call the plays most likely, but you know, with the offensive coordinator by name, and of course, a lot of us know that's Garrett Nussmeier's dad, and he's gonna have his last year at LSU, so he'll be closer to his son, for whatever that's worth. But yeah, man. As an Eagles fan, I wish him well. It sucks. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little like, didn't want to do the old have to get another coordinator thing again. But it is what it is, man. Now looking at it from our perspective, where do we go? For me, the big name that seems to be getting a lot of steam is is Kevin Patalo, who apparently is Nick Sirianni's right hand man, a passing game coordinator. I think he's even got the title of associate head coach, if I'm not mistaken. He's the favorite, to get the offensive coordinator job simply because he's been there. He's been with the Eagles since Nick got there. And he came with Nick from Indianapolis. There's a lot of talk that he's the favorite to get the offensive coordinator job. And look, man, honestly, I'm at a point now. We just won a Super Bowl championship. So whatever they want to do, man, look, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, if you wanna, promote him, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if I had my preference, to be honest, man, nothing against against him. Probably saying the man damn name wrong. Nothing against him, but I'm a little hesitant to hire within, for someone that hasn't necessarily been calling plays of late. After the Brian Johnson experience, man. Look, Brian Johnson was Jalen Hurts' right hand man. He came in as a young, supposed innovative coach, and the offense, though it scored points, the offense was really, really not very creative, man. And one thing Kellen Moore brought, he brought a lot of motion with this offense, and Brian Johnson's offense was stale. So that makes me hesitant of wanting to promote within, you know, that type of stuff. And then after Doug won his Super Bowl, Doug promoted within, and the offense wasn't quite the same, that it's been. So I worry about that aspect of it, of handing the reins of such a juggernaut to a guy who hasn't been calling plays like that. That worries me. This year I love the fact that we had we had one former head coach and a coordinator who's been a coordinator for a few years, man. Love having Vic Fangio on the defensive side, obviously. But if I had a presence, man, is one or two ways I would go. Um, my number one choice would be Frank Wright, which who was another guy that Nick Sirianni obviously is very familiar with. Nick Sirianni was Frank Wright's offensive coordinator when he was, the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. I would go Frank, man. Frank, obviously, he won a Super Bowl with us. I know it was years ago, but he won a Super Bowl with us as an offensive coordinator. He's been a head coach in this league, and obviously, he's been a successful offensive coordinator. I just would prefer to go with experience, man. To be honest with you, if it was me, my number one choice would be Frank, right? My number two choice would be Byron Leftwich. I know he got fired in Tampa Bay as the OC. But what I like about Byron Leftwich, not only is he experienced, he has experience coaching a very talented offense. Now I know a lot of people gonna feel like it's Tom Brady's offense, and either one of us could be his OC, and I understand that. I really do. But for me, it's just the experience of being an offensive coordinator for a Super Bowl winning team, that had a lot of mouths to feed, so that makes Byron Leftwich, to me um, a really suitable candidate. But if I had a choice, man, let's roll back with Frank Wright, man. I would want Frank Wright to be the OC of this team. Um, I've seen I seen one of my boys was saying, man, go get Doug Peterson as the offensive coordinator. I don't think that's gonna fly, man. But look, I want Frank Wright. I want Frank Wright. But look, if it's Patalo, man, it is what it is. I'm not sure I like the whole hiring within thing, though we know how that we want that to be the way in society. But we did that last time, and we did that the last two times, and it didn't work. The last two times we were in the Super Bowl, we hired from within when we lost our OC and it didn't work. And I know that's not fair to him, but that's just my personal biases. But honestly, to be honest with y'all, man, whatever way we go, I'm good with it. I do feel like we got a lot of talent offensively on this team coming back. We're gonna see what happens, man. But shout out to Kellen Moore, congratulations to him. And let's see who this OC gonna be, man. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.